All right, we've got the game that started it all, or at least according to most people who don't know a whole lot about video game history. I've talked to so many people that think Space Invaders was the first video game. And I don't hold that against them because, how would they know that games had been being produced for 6 years, and there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of games that came before this. This was the first one that was like in the mainstream and that really took off. And I'm sure you've all heard all the stories about how popular it was in Japan and on and on. Anyway, it was designed by Taito and licensed to Midway for the United States. So this is a Midway Space Invaders. I also have a Taito Space Invaders from Japan that I'll probably have it down here in Unlimited at some point. And maybe I'll move this one upstairs to the exhibit. I don't know where the bottom back door is for this. It's around this building somewhere. So I'll have it sealed up, but for now I can't really find it. Oh, and yeah, you can see I'm using the replacement Space Invaders board. At some point I'll have one in here that has the original board in it, but this just was the first one I grabbed and didn't have a board, so I just threw one of these replacement boards in, which is a pretty nice thing to have. It's something Arcade Shop sells. They even made it to look like the original board. They didn't have to do this, but they chose to make it the motherboard and the daughter board. The daughter board plugs in, uses the original wiring harness. It's great. And it also has a bunch of other games on it, but I just have Space Invaders turned on because this is Space Invaders. But it allows free play, which is nice. Otherwise, I'd have to drill a hole somewhere. All the sounds work, which is nice. On our regular Space Invaders, every single sound effect is made by a separate circuit on the soundboard. So if you line up 10 Space Invaders originals, every one of them will be missing one sound or two sounds. Unless someone's gone through and replaced all the op amps that go bad that make the sound stop working. But it's nice having this board, which will not lose sounds. So to the player, nobody would know the difference. It's emulating it, and it's the exact same game. But someday we'll still have an original one, because I do want to keep this place as original as possible. Cabinet's in decent shape. The red's a little faded, but not too bad. Nice overlay here. I don't know. I didn't put this on. But yeah, this is obviously an aftermarket because the original was silk screened on the metal. But it looks good. Once again, we'll have a different one in here at some point. Coin door's pretty nice. Yeah, overall, this is a decent Space Invaders. And it's a very important game in the history of video gaming. So come and check it out.